Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanus lawyer, Ejimako, makes revelation about his bail. Nnamdi Kanus lawyer, Ejimako, makes revelation about his bail. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. Aloy Ejimako, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has said the Abuja Federal High Court might restore the agitators on the underlying bail. Ejimako said the judgment by the Abia State High Court might make way for the Federal High Court Abuja to re-establish Kanu's bail. Recall that Justice Binta Unyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja had in 2017 granted the IPOB leader bail. Shortly after he was granted bail, soldiers attacked his Afara Uku home in Abia State. In the midst of the intrusion, the IPOB leader had fled the country to Europe, where he proceeded with his agitation for Biafra. Yet, in June 2021, Kanu was rearrested in an African country, accepted to be Kenya, and was repatriated. In October 2021, Kanu, through Ejimako, started a fundamental rights violation suit against the Nigerian government. Ruling on the suit, Justice Anya depicted Kanu's arrest in Kenya as illegal and ordered the federal government to pay him 1 billion naira as compensation. The judge additionally ordered the government to apologize to Kanu. However, Ejimako said the judgment was huge and straightforwardly affects Kanu's case at the Federal High Court. In a statement he signed, Ejimako said this press release is necessitated by the flurry of public commentaries on the 19th January 2022 judgment of the High Court of Abia State in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most of the commentaries have bordered on examining the latent impact the judgment may have beyond the monetary award and the apology. Of particular note is whether the judgment should directly or indirectly impact the persisting notion that Kanu had jumped bail in 2017, which was what granted the bench warrant that was used to justify his rendition. In summary, the answer is in the affirmative that this landmark judgment has created new legal opportunities for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, especially as regards impeaching the bench warrant that grandfathered his extraordinary rendition. You will recall that from late 2017, I had maintained a well-publicized stance that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, and that he will, in due course of time, prove that it was the Nigerian government that compelled him to flee and seek refuge outside Nigeria. This was the material issue before the court, and it prevailed. In particular, the court held that it is the view of this court that the army set out as pythons to terminate the life of Nnamdi Kanu. the military invasion of his home at Afara Ukwu Ibeku is so notorious that this court cannot turn a blind eye to it. He deserves an apology and compensation. Additionally, the court held that Kanu has by credible evidence proved to the Honorable Court that his fundamental right to dignity of human person and personal liberty were wantonly or brazenly violated, and his fundamental right to life threatened brazenly by Federal Republic of Nigeria. In other words, the court impliedly held that Kanu never made a voluntary decision to flee Nigeria or to be absent from his trial. To this extent, this judgment has finally obliterated the vested and false notion that Kanu had jumped bail back in 2017. Accordingly, the bench warrant upon which his rendition from Kenya was grounded has now become impeachable and liable to be vacated, thus paving the way for his previous bill to be reinstated. Aloy Ejimako, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has said the Abuja Federal High Court might restore the agitators' underlying bail. Ejimako said the judgment by the Abia State High Court might make way for the Federal High Court, Abuja, to re-establish Kanu's bail. Recall that Justice Beta Unyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja had in 2017 granted the IPOB leader bail. Shortly after he was granted bail, soldiers attacked his Afara Ukwu home in Abia State. In the midst of the intrusion, the IPOB leader had fled the country to Europe, where he proceeded with his agitation for Biafra. Yet, in June 2021, Kanu was rearrested in an African country, accepted to be Kenya, and was repatriated. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for